This year I turned 26, officially entering into my upper 20s, which made me contemplate the trajectory of my life. I spent my teenage years and early 20s working my way up the retail corporate ladder to then reach the top and not like the view. All the while going in and out of college, switching majors and colleges countless times, searching, hoping to find a spark, with only a degree in liberal arts to show for my efforts. This brings us to the present. I've been working full-time in an office for the past 2 years. I've spent 4,160 hours here in this space, 249,600 minutes here, at this desk in the corner, looking out at the trees and the dumpster as the seasons change year after year, while I remain in this chair, day after day, with nothing changing. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for having a job, or that I had a job. It was comfortable, quiet, and fairly stress-free, with a great employer and coworkers. I went home every day to a 2-bedroom apartment in the center of a busy state, slowly saving extra income to eventually buy a house. But something was missing. In November of 2021, I packed up my 2016 Toyota Corolla and set out on an 18-day adventure west. I was 25 and had never been further west than Illinois, spending a quarter of my life confined to the northeastern United States. I don't know if it was feeling trapped by COVID or the feeling of pressure of having a finite time on this earth that started to make me feel unbearably claustrophobic in an overpopulated East Coast. But I got in my car and I drove all the way to California in 3 days, barely stopping along the way. I remember arriving in Wyoming at sunset and seeing the wide open spaces and thinking this was the most beautiful place I had ever seen. But the beauty only continued as I saw the great salt flats of Utah. The granite mountains of California, the golden deserts of Nevada, and the red-pink hoodoos of Utah. Every day I experienced something new, and for the first time in years, I felt a spark. Some part of me just never came back from that trip, and a discontentment settled in for the winter, and then the spring, and then in the summer of 2022, as I drove the same 10 miles to work and back day after day. As the cost of living increased month after month, I was able to save less and less of my paycheck, forcing me to stay home and watch TV as my source of entertainment and having a life outside of work. My goal of buying a house was pushed further and further down the road as rent drastically increased, and my roommate moved out, which left the full bill for rent and electric to fall on my shoulders. The overwhelming high cost of living in the Northeast caused me to make a dramatic, life-changing decision. I would sell everything I own and move into my Corolla and head back west. So I'm leaving this version of my life behind. I may return to it someday, but for now I'm going to embrace the unknown and the uncertainty. It's honestly terrifying, but I'm excited to learn different things about myself and from others throughout this journey. If you are interested in coming along with me, I'll be posting every Friday and Tuesday, so make sure to subscribe to follow along, and I will see you soon from inside of my tiny car. Thank you for watching.